This ABC 15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Nick Soletti here with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. Let's get to the latest COVID numbers in our state. Just into the newsroom, we have 5,267 new cases reported today, bringing the total number of cases in our state to more than 512,000. Unfortunately, there were also 78 new deaths reported today. More than 8,700 Arizonans have lost their lives due to COVID since the start of this pandemic. Winter break ends next week, but hundreds of teachers in the East Valley are now planning a sick out to protest their school district's decision to resume in-person learning amid the rising number of COVID cases. John Genovese is following the story for us.
Well, multiple sources telling ABC15 this could involve around 750 teachers in both the Chandler Unified and Gilbert Public School District, all protesting the return to in-person instruction despite the rise in COVID-19 metrics. Now, according to the most recent data from Maricopa County's school dashboard, Gilbert has close to a 19% positivity rate for COVID-19 tests. Chandler has close to a 17% rate. Both are in the red category, signifying substantial spread in those communities. And right now, state guidelines recommend all schools should be in remote learning. President Joe Thomas of the Teachers Union, the Arizona Education Association, says this sick out is not endorsed by them, but he supports teachers who want to make their voices heard. Now, we're told this sick out could last up through all of next week. So we have reached out to administrators in those two school districts to find out what, if any, plans they have to mitigate the effects of this if in fact it does happen, and we are still waiting to hear back. For now, John Genovese, ABC 15, Arizona.
John, thank you. The first case of the COVID-19 variant spreading through the UK has been reported in the U.S. Health officials say the Colorado man had no travel history, meaning there are more cases in the country. Scientists in the UK believe that this variant is more contagious. The UK now authorizing use of a second COVID vaccine developed by AstraZeneca and Oxford University. And this will lead to a significant increase in vaccinations because this vaccine is easier to mass produce and doesn't need ultra cold storage like the Pfizer one. The UK will begin administering the AstraZeneca vaccine on Monday. The group behind an effort to recall Governor Doug Ducey over his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic decided to call it quits. Accountable Arizona launching the effort back in September, saying the governor was failing to deal with the outbreak in our state. But the recall faced improbable odds, including the need for nearly 600,000 valid signatures. And with the pandemic raging across the state, they say getting those signatures proved to be too big of a hurdle.
We've actually been slowly shelving it for the past 2 weeks. And the biggest reason why is the cases are out of hand and the hospitals are basically begging people now, as Banner Health did today on a Twitter thread, to stop doing things.
Well, Accountable Arizona did collect about 150,000 signatures, but still falling short. Another roadblock, organizers tell us 0 elected officials were getting behind this effort. 2020 has been a unique year for real estate. Though the pandemic slowed the majority of the economy, the housing sector boomed. In 2020, the U.S. entered into a period of the best demographics for housing ever recorded. Buyer demands were soaring, bidding wars became frequent, and mortgage rates, of course, hit record lows. U.S. home prices jumped by about 8%, with Phoenix topping the list with some of the highest price jumps in the country. So will this all end in 2021? Experts say probably not. Expect more low rates and people moving to suburban areas. $7,000 for 7 families in desperate need of help. The Mint Medical Marijuana Dispensary found the families through local charities they partner with, like Elizabeth Conant, a mom of 4 who's been working long hours at a gas station to make ends meet.
I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to give my kids Christmas, actually. It feels good to know that people appreciate me just like I appreciate them.
We know that what we're handing out and what we've been doing isn't going to change anybody's life, but if it can just change their December for 2020, we're pretty good with that.
Dispensary owners say they hope to make this cash giveaway an annual holiday tradition.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. A little bit milder today with a high of 65 near normal in Phoenix. Temperatures still pretty cold up north with highs in the upper 30s in Flagstaff and Show Low. It'll be a sunny and dry day today ahead of a storm system that's bringing more clouds tomorrow. Temperatures though today again right near normal. 30-year average is 65 and that's where we'll end up in Phoenix. A few flurries in the White Mountains this morning. Otherwise look for sunny skies, dry conditions through the day today. Then tomorrow more clouds moving in as we track a storm system that's going to move in. At this point, it looks dry for the valley, but we could see some snow showers in the high country. Accumulations, though, looking to end up at less than an inch for Thursday. We'll wrap up the year with a high of 61 degrees, and then by Friday, we're back to sunny, dry across the state, kicking off the new year with a high of 63 here in Phoenix. And the first weekend of 2021 looks pretty good too, with highs in the low to mid 60s. We'll stay in the mid 60s into next week.
Another update tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com or by downloading our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.